let me just show all of you the setup. Look at this. This is AMD. Fantastic, right? Pull back, and look at the pullback to the 20-period moving average. Held it every time, right? Do you see where it breaks right here? Where it breaks, you could say trend line, but I don't use trend lines. I use real data, which is called a moving average. There it is. Boom. That's the break. And so we took this trade, but the way that I took the trade was I put a credit spread on top at about 175, 180 for about 50, 60, almost $60 call credit spread that expired this past Friday. As price is dropping here, as long as price doesn't come back up all the way up in here, what I'm doing is I'm playing the casino's game. I'm playing the house side. I sold premium, daring price to come back up. And I put the call credit spread past the expected move. If that's the expected move, I put my trade above it. And I short dated it. I didn't put it for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I did it for that Friday. And sure enough, price did not go back above it. So as I said earlier, options are priced to expire worthless. And so I took the premium. I decided to be the house here. I took the premium in, and guess what? Both options contracts of that vertical expired worthless. And I got to keep the $60 credit. And I was able to use that $60 to help pay for the debit spread that I put here. The debit spread that I put there was the 165, 162 half. Slightly at the time, slightly out of the money. Jax, you see that? Got the trade around here. Price was sitting around 168-ish, 169-ish. I took the next, whatever it was, I forget. But then I took the 165, 162 halves right there. But I had that 50-something cents, I think it was 57 cents, right? Credit against the cost of it. So if I go back, and if you guys want to see the trade, click the little gear icon at the top of the alerts, where or you could just go to the search bar in your app and just type AMD return. It'll pull up the AMD trade. So on 8/19, this is a good review of this trade. On 8/19, ding, 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 ding. Everybody see it? First of all, is everybody clear about the setup? At least some aspect of it. Do you all see the setup of the trade? Hold, 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 break. Everybody see the break? At the same time, you've got an overbought RSI, and it's coming down. See the RSI coming down? Right? Less buyers, more sellers. RSI coming down. You see momentum on the daily chart? See the momentum coming down? Cycle indicator coming down, 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 break. Okay, so everybody sees the setup, right? So I look to my right and I go, okay, how much is AMD trading at? What's it trading at? And at the time, I don't remember, but it was probably somewhere around 168-ish or so. I imagine somewhere in this area, 168-ish at the time that I looked at the trade. So I decided to get the 165, 162 half, just a small 2.5 wide vertical, and it cost 95 cents. I guess it was 40 cents. Yeah. I also, as I said, and I got this, by the way, this was for September. So now if you notice, if I'm getting this all the way on August 19th, I'm buying it for $8.19. I got a month out. And the reason why I went a month out is because I will not suffer any theta decay. I'll pay a little bit more money for it, but I won't have this huge premium decay if I did it for, say, this Friday. So I put it all the way out there on the 19th. I have no intention of holding it until September 19th. Got a good price for it. Put it out there, but I like the strikes. The strikes make sense to me, and I'm just looking to pass through the expected move and see if I can get a move, somewhere down to the lower Bollinger Band. You can all see the target. First visual target here would be, there's your 50-period simple, and there's the lower Bollinger Band. So from here to here, I'm not looking to see it drop all the way down here. Could it? Yes, but you don't trade that way. You trade in increments. If you traded it down here, the market's just watching. And it'll bring it to here and loop it right back up and go, oh, I can't believe it came almost close to my vert and then it went the other way. Yeah. Don't play their game. Play your game. So the call credit spread right here, 175, 180, I took in a $40 credit for it. And instead of putting it all the way out here, I put it for 822. All I want to do, as I see price drop through this level, even if it bounced back up to retest, do you see what it would have to do in order to ruin my credit spread from here? Not only retest, it'd have to go past my retest and all the way up here by Friday. It didn't. And so this, 175, 180 call credit spread for 40 cents expired worthless. Expired. And I got to keep that 40 cents. So now it didn't cost me 95 cents. Now the whole trade only cost me 55 cents. On Friday, this past Friday, I sold a bunch of them for 145. Not bad, right? Really not bad at all, right? And I just sold the rest of them for 185. Look at how much we made. That's insane, right? This is like way more than double. And this is a triple. Everybody understand the trade? And my message that I put out there was, you could close the put vert now, and then look to re-enter the AMD trade to the downside, like 157.5 by 152.5. That's if it continued to go lower and break, retest, come back down. We can look at the next one.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video from Trade With Me Now. Make sure to go ahead and like this video and subscribe to our channel so you make sure that you catch our next video right when it's released. Also, if you have a question or comment, please leave that in the comment section below. And of course, if you want to learn more about Trade With Me Now or join our community of profitable traders, go to tradewithmenow.com. There's also a link in the description below.